Tale is that Amy Winehouse had expressed that she was afraid of becoming a member of the 27 Club. So, what's the reasoning behind this club? So these famous musicians dying at the age of 27 is large.
The rapper Lil Uzi, he might not make it to 28.
What do you mean?
Hoping not to join the 27 Club.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Huh? Yes.
Look at you.
Do something with it.
It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me always. Money coming in all day. Money coming in all pay. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just.
Let's talk the 27 Club since I turned 27 today. The 27 Club is Hollywood's most famous yet unofficial club of famous people who passed at 27. Its founding member is widely known as the grandfather of rock and roll, Robert Johnson. Legend has it he went to a crossroads near his house and met with the devil, who took his guitar, tuned it, played it a little, and guaranteed that he'd become a rock star. You might recognize this story from Supernatural, or you've heard of his songs Hellhounds on My Trail, or I think it's called like The Crossroads, or like Devil at the Crossroads. And he passed at age 27 from poisoning. Another member is Brian Jones of the Rolling Stones. He ended up getting kicked out of the band that he founded because he was partying way too hard. And just a month later, he was found unconscious in his pool, and at 27, he had lost his life. It's believed that he had taken too many substances and fell into the pool and was unable to swim. Jimi Hendrix was an absolute beast on the guitar, and during his short career, he was able to completely change the rock and roll genre forever. And he overdosed on the barbs and choked on his vomit. Janis Joplin was another icon of rock and roll, and on October 4th, 1970, she was supposed to have a threesome, but she was stood up by both parties and she ended up overdosing on H, presumably by accident. The dealer who had sold her the substance had two other buyers that had also passed away, so it's believed that it was laced or it was like stronger than he said it was. Kurt Cobain, lead singer of Nirvana, also passed at age 27. And this one's actually pretty shady because he had just left rehab and he had told somebody that he wanted to change his will because as it was written, all of his money was going to Courtney Love. But he would never get the chance to do this because on April 15th, 1994, he was found in his Seattle home. He had put a shotgun in his mouth and pulled the trigger, but the amount of H in his system would have made him unconscious. People also say that the curve of his wrist was like too much to be able to get it around the shotgun without breaking it, so people think that someone else was there. And a certain someone had a lot of money to gain. I remember the day Amy Winehouse passed pretty clearly, and I have to say no one was really that surprised. Amy Winehouse had an amazing voice, but she was clearly a very troubled woman. She had a pre-existing ED as well as a problem with alcohol and substances. And her newfound success gave her basically unlimited money, and you could visibly see that she had deteriorated. In her final show, the crowd had actually started booing her because she was so visibly intoxicated. But on July 23, 2011, the singer with just 2 studio albums was asleep and could not be woken up. And the coroner's inquest showed that her BAC was 0.4. And another sad detail is that Amy Winehouse had expressed that she was afraid of becoming a member of the 27 Club. So what's the reasoning behind this club? So these famous musicians dying at the age of 27 is largely attributed to their substance use. Also, once you reach the age of 27, you are getting older and your body doesn't handle substances the way it used to. So I think a lot of these are unintended fatal overdoses. Or if you want to take the Robert Johnson route, maybe these people sold their soul to the devil for success. If you like this video and want to see if I make it to 28, follow my account.
Get a doctor. Run! What happened? Talk to me.
Dogs.
Stay with us, baby.
Dogs. Black dogs.
Robert. Robert, don't you die on me.
Hey y'all, welcome back to All Things Jenny. I'm Jenny. So today we're talking about the 27 Club. What is the 27 Club? So a lot of people have been talking about the 27 Club in like a conspiracy theory thing because it's like an eerie thing that people just cannot understand, right? So let's read verbatim what the 27 Club is, and then my opinion about it will be at the end. So anyways, so it says the 27 Club is a term used for famous musicians, actors, actresses, and who mysteriously die at the age of 27, hence the 27 Club, often under tragic or suspicious circumstances. Some of the most well-known members include Jimi Hendrix, James Joplin, James Morrison, Kurt Cobain, and Amy Winehouse, one of my favorite. I loved Amy Winehouse. But anyways, like when it came to like Amy Winehouse, it was kind of strange that she died at 27, but it wasn't unexpected because she looked like she was like clinging to life, basically. Like she would look like she was not, you know, she was not struggling to stay alive, okay? Because she was going through it, and a lot of celebrities who does pass under these circumstances, which is kind of weird that they die at 27, but a lot of them were already like struggling, you know, with addiction and all that stuff. So it says that many of them struggle with addictions, mental health issues, or sudden unexplained death, leading to theories of a curse, while it's most likely, or while it's like just, it might just be a coincidence. An eerie pattern has fueled the conspiracy theories that pop culture fascination of for decades. Anyway, so apparently it's been a conspiracy theory for decades now, you know, the whole thing of celebrities passing at 27. But my thing is, in Hollywood, nothing is a coincidence. So anyways, let's get into it. In my opinion, it will be at the end. Let's get into it.
To everyone who sell me drugs, don't mix it with that bullshit. I'm hoping not to join the 27 Club.
I snorted it, and I woke up 15 minutes later in the back of an ambulance.
Ray survived, unlike 26-year-old rapper Mac Miller, who was found dead with fentanyl in his system last summer.
The rapper Lil Uzi, he might not make it to 28.
What do you mean?
There are speculations that he's a part of a club called the 27 Club. A group of artists and celebrities that don't make it past 27.
Or did they really die?
This could be a reason why his album's named Eternal Atake. He always says, I'm from outer space, not from Earth.
Dang, what do these people know that we don't?
Could Uzi be a part of something bigger?
It's more so they're all faking their death.
This is the one club you won't want to be a part of. The 27 Club, consisting of members like Amy Winehouse, Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix, and many other famous artists, has been known for one thing: losing their lives at the age of 27. There are many conspiracies surrounding this club, but one in particular talks about selling your soul to the devil for fame and fortune. In one instance, Robert Johnson, a legendary American blues guitarist who people said had no talent, rose to fame in the span of a year after he met a mysterious man, and that in two of his songs, Crossroad Blues and Hellhound on My Trail, he alludes to the devil following him around waiting to snatch his soul. He eventually died of a mysterious circumstance. But one thing for sure is that,
you guys, we lost Doja. Did you see her theme party a few days ago? She showed up like this. And hey, check her cake. Interesting. I mean, the theme of the party is The Eyes Wide Shut, a movie from Stanley Kubrick, which was very polemic at the time, and is still today, because this movie depicts some kind of elite society who performs rituals. And apparently this kind of rituals and this entire freaking movie is related to something that actually happens in the real life. Curious enough, Stanley Kubrick died days after the release of this movie. All this happened days after Doja Cat showed up in Paris in a fashion show with Purple Eye. I'm not saying that this is related to the Purple Eye Club, but what do you think? Did we lose Doja? Are the elites using her body?
Do you guys even know the deeper significance of the 27 Club? Because if not, let's dive in. If you're unfamiliar with the 27 Club, it's a group of musicians, artists, and other creatives that happens to all die at the age of 27. And it's all a coincidence. The real question is, why is it happening to these individuals at the age of 27? If you add the two digits of 27 together, 2 and 7, you're going to get a sum of 9. Numerologically, 9 represents the completion of cycles and endings, which typically ushers in some sort of change to prepare you for 1, which is new beginnings. On top of which, astrologically, the planet that correlates to number 9 is Mars. In the natal chart, we know that the area of the chart that correlates to death would be the 8th house. The traditional ruler of the 8th house is Mars. On top of which, for some of the members that are in the 27 Club, they were either at the very beginning or just about to start their Saturn return. Some things that just make you go, Let me know what you think. Stay tuned, like and follow for more.
People always assume that I'm really happy, but I've been through a lot and I'm still going through a lot, so I'm always trying to just figure it out. I plan to end my own life at 27, but just, the support of my family, my faith in God.
You
like
plan
I'm still
to?
here. Yeah, I planned to. I'm 28 now, so I can't be a part of the 27 Club anymore. But yeah, I just was in a dark space for a long time and I felt like I didn't belong. And I just didn't feel like I had any love for myself. Everybody was proud of me, but I wasn't proud of myself. It was, I guess, imposter syndrome, and just kind of self-sabotaging. I worked so hard to, become successful, but then it felt like I didn't deserve it. It's weird. Yeah, I went through so much.
All right, now hear me out. Now y'all know I'm someone that likes to think outside the box, and I've always thought this. So while making the video, I ran across this young lady's video because I was searching for the 27 Club. So she have a song obviously called the 27 Club or 27 Club. And what she was talking about, explaining why she wrote the song 27 Club, made sense to what I've been thinking all these years. Now, I know a lot of people see the 27 Club as like a conspiracy theory and like, maybe there's like a demonic force behind it. Could very much be, because in Hollywood, you have to take everything with a grain of salt, right? But I always thought too, because the first man who ever did it wasn't he the Jimmy? No, he wasn't Jimi Hendrix. He was the other guy who went to the crossroads, right? And he's also included in the video. But my thing is, a lot of people believe that that's how the 27 Club started, and it became popular. And you know how she explained, like she didn't feel accomplished, like she didn't feel happy for herself, even though the world was celebrating her. She felt like a imposter syndrome. Do you think a lot of the celebrities also feel the same way? Like, yeah, the whole world is happy for them, but they're not happy. Because a lot of them were dealing with mental illness. They were dealing with addiction and a bunch of other things. You think maybe they were also dealing with imposter syndrome? They were not happy. They were doing the work. They were basically creating, but they were not using their creative geniuses because it was like a job for them. It wasn't like something that they loved. It was like a job for them. And maybe they got to the same point where they feel like, okay, well, and don't come for me, but this is something that could possibly be a theory that, maybe they all felt, okay, well, if I'm going to go, possibly if maybe I'm thinking of those thoughts, obviously if you're having those thoughts, see someone and talk to someone. But if that's what they were thinking, or if I'm going to go, well, I'm going to go down in history kind of thing. So therefore that happens. Or the people who manage them already saw that they're already a liability anyways, decide, okay, well, we're going to make it happen like that, because nothing in Hollywood happens by coincidence. Everything is strategically planned according to the phase of the moon, you know, according to the days, the portals, the date. All of it is strategically planned. So if, for example, it could be the artist themselves deciding to join the 27 Club and decide on their own to go like that, so they can go down in history, and or the people who run them, their, how do you call this? They have a name. I'm thinking about it. Their handler, or the person who's going to benefit the most, because a lot of the artists are worth more dead or alive. So maybe they saw that they were going down the wrong path, because look at Amy Winehouse. She looked like she was like struggling with the forces of drug addiction. She was struggling with that, because let's be for real, depression, addiction, lust, all of that, it's a force, it's an energy that you are that's pulling you down. It's like it attaches itself to you and it keeps itself there. So that's why people would pray, like in churches, they would pray and say, you know, you got to get the demon of sexuality off of you, the Jezebel demon, because they give each of them like a name, right? So it's like this force that's attached to you. So yeah, if you're going to think about it in a spiritual, like a supernatural thing, then it could be a force of addiction, a force of, you know, mental illness and because all of it can be considered a demon. You know, when you drink alcohol, it's a spirit that's attached to the alcohol that makes you constantly want it all the time, you know. And watching porn, it's an energy that's attached to it that constantly pulls you to go and watch it all the time. You know, it's like an energy that is attached to you. So if that's the case, whoever is benefiting from them not being, you know, being unalive could do something that is going to align with the planet, do it that way it can benefit them more. But also the same artist, I know I'm like long-winded, but I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. The artist also could decide, okay, well, it's my life, I get to decide. I'm already not enjoying life as I should, or, you know, I'm living for other people and not for myself. They felt like that imposter syndrome and decide, okay, well, that's how I want to go. You know, there's multiple theories when it comes to that. I don't necessarily just give all the credit to like Hollywood, although like you cannot take everything they say with face value, you know. But a lot of the time it could very much be other things. But I do know it's a club that a lot of people talk about, and a lot of people don't know the truth. A lot of people don't understand the truth. Until this day, we still don't know the real truth. But at least there's some theories that, you know, can really get your brains going just thinking about them. Anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Hey guys, I'm Jenny and this is Shameless Plug. So I want to tell you guys about my Crown of Success manifestation book with easy, simple rituals and spells to manifest a life of abundance in your life. And those spells are so easy, even a child can do it. So this book is filled with different spells that I've learned over the years from my family, passed down from grandma and everything. And also those are spells that I've actually tried and I know that they work. So this book not only teaches you step by step on the things that you can do that are so easy that a child can do it, but it tells you like the proper moon phase to use, alchemy, manifesting with numbers, numerology, and also the days of the week that best fit for this particular spell. So it tells you the timing of when to practice the spell, the days of the week, the moon phase. It shows you all the colors of the candles that you should be using and different planets. So for example, I show you like planet Jupiter is for Thursdays and the hours of the days that you should be doing the spell. So this is an easy road opener spell. So I know a lot of people like to do like different spell work, but if your roads are blocked, of course your spells are not going to work. So it's good to unblock yourself first and then start using the spell, especially with the new years and the new days to come. And also I have some amazing spells in here. This is a powerful quick money spell. So if you're in a bind for some money and you're just trying to get some money, and I even have some easy powerful spell to win Game of Chance. So if you are a gambler, now I don't promote gambling, but if you are a gambler and you're just trying to make some money and trying to make sure you win, these spells will definitely help you. It tells you the best days to do it. So it says the best days to perform this spell is on a Thursday, Jupiter day. Jupiter is the planet of good fortune, luck, and expansion. Jupiter is the best day to perform spells that boost luck and increase your chance of success in any game of chance or any money spell, period. It has a list of so many spells that you can incorporate in your life with this new year to bring prosperity. And I even put some bonus spells on here, which for Saturday is a day to do like protection work. So I have a spell for like send back to sender. So I put some bonus spells on here, and then a protection with Archangel Michael. So there's so many spells on here. Removing the evil eye spell, so you can remove evil eye in your money and also in your everyday life. New Year home blessing spell, and I know it's been a few days since the new year started, but you can always do a home blessing spell any days of the week. As long as you need it, you could do it. So anyways, guys, this is my book. It's called Crown of Success by Jenny, and it's available on Amazon, the ebook and also the physical copying. So please grab a copy if you're interested in supporting this channel. This is a way to support the channel and to support me as well for putting out, content every day for you guys. So enjoy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this book, and I hope you go and grab your copy, whether it's the ebook or the physical copy. I say have a physical copy, but it's really up to how much, your wallet and what you can afford. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Mwah. This is a shameless plug, so just check out my channel, okay? Love you guys. Mwah.